Am I wrong for suing my sister over something her son did? A few months ago, my sister asked me to watch her two kids for a long weekend because she and her husband were going on a couple's getaway. I figured it would be easy since I get along well with my niece, and I assumed my nephew would just hang out quietly. I stocked up on snacks, made the spare room cozy, and thought it would be simple. What I did not plan for was how out of control her son Rowan would be. He barely spoke to me, stayed glued to his phone, and acted like staying at my place was some kind of punishment. I tried to be patient since he is 14, and I thought maybe he was just having a rough week. On the second night, I walked into the kitchen and saw him holding a sheet of paper over the stovetop trying to set it on fire. I yelled for him to stop, and he rolled his eyes like I was being dramatic. I took away the lighter he had and figured the situation was handled. The next morning, I woke up to thick gray smoke filling the hallway. My living room was burning. Rowan had found another lighter buried in his backpack and decided to see how quickly my armchair would catch fire. By the time the fire crew put everything out, half my home was damaged. He admitted he did it and said he thought it would only make a small flame. I was crushed. My house is something I worked for since my early 20s, and now it was barely livable. Insurance covered some repairs, but not all. I asked my sister to help with the remaining cost, but she refused and said, "Boys will be boys and accidents happen." I told her I could not absorb all those losses on my own, and since she would not take responsibility, I filed a lawsuit. Now she is telling every relative that I am cold and trying to destroy her life. My parents took her side and said I should forgive and move on because Rowan did not mean harm, but I am the one standing in a half-ruined home, and all I wanted was fairness.